Coming to you from that once-forgotten artery that pulses through the center of the continental United States and into the heart of the Ozarks, Grace Matthews. Looking in from the northern border, our Canadian friend, along with his countrymen feeling the effects of U.S. political issues, Connor Murphy.
Welcome to Dueling Dialogues, Episode 221. I'm Connor Murphy, here with Grace Matthews in the Hammer in Springfield, Missouri. Hi, you two.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
How's it going? How's the summer treating you so far?
Well, we finally got summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're still waiting here.
Yeah, well, it's typical Missouri weather when the temperature and the humidity are the same. So we had some 92, 93, and some 92, 93, 95 humidity. And
ouch.
let me tell you, it will sweat you.
It will, but we just aren't getting the sun.
Yeah.
I'd like to know what weather phenomenon is going on that we are cloudy almost every day.
Yeah,
you don't have the temperature and you're cloudy. We've got the temperatures, but we're still cloudy.
Yeah, it's an odd year, that's for sure. Coldest on record here so far.
Yeah, stay away from that global warming.
Yeah.
Yeah, our carbon tax is working too good. They got a lower
too well.
rate.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, today we've got elections have consequences.
Okay.
So today we find out that Joe Biden's kind of getting together with Bernie Sanders, and they're making up this plan that is far to the left of what we knew Uncle Joe to be. But,
okay.
They're all seemingly catering to this far left. So what would it look like if Joe Biden won the election? First of all, they want to get rid of almost all the holidays. No Christmas, no 4th of July, no Columbus Day. St. Valentine's Day is way too religious,
Okay.
Easter, I don't know. They've even talked about getting rid of Memorial Day.
Halloween,
yeah.
anything that we're Easter, anything you spend money.
Yeah, what do they have against that?
Maybe they could have a national tear down a statue day.
Well, they've already got that.
Yeah,
it's every day.
That's every weekend.
That's every weekend. That's for sure. Saturday night now is Statue Saturday.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Especially if the statue didn't do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Gosh, heaven forbid there was really a statue that needed to be torn down, they probably wouldn't touch it.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. But, I think that we would be looking at, the one thing they left out of the deal was the Green New Deal. But I think you're looking at them tampering with healthcare. He definitely wants the little sisters, the nuns, to have to pay for birth control. He said he would reverse that decision right off the bat. Those poor little nuns, and make Hobby Lobby pay for birth control.
Wow.
People go to work there knowing they're not going to get their birth control paid for.
Yeah.
Now granted, in my world, I want all the birth control we can get. But I respect the fact that someone else doesn't want to pay for it.
Maybe we could just give birth control to the Democrats.
Boy, that would be a great idea.
Yeah.
I wonder how we could do that.
Write that down.
In the water. Put that in the water.
I want to know, how do you ask that question in an interview?
Yeah.
Is paid birth control important to you as a benefit? Really, how do you... That's another one of those that... How can that be?
I don't know. The Democrats look at COVID-19 as a test for socialism. They would have everything shut down still.
Right.
And COVID's not going to go away by November. So if a Joe Biden takes office, or January when he would take office, this country would be shut back down. And everybody would be living off the government until we're damn flat broke.
Wow.
Just like Poland during World War II.
Yeah, they're definitely is some scary kind of parallels to times that we should definitely be trying to avoid.
Exactly. And, churches, there's a war on religion.
Yeah. Well, Jesus is too white.
Way too white. Santa Claus is too white.
Oh God, yes. Oh God, yes. He's way, way, way too white.
Yeah, here comes Black Santa.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm okay with Black Santa.
Oh, I am too.
What I am not okay with is deleting the holiday.
I'm not in favor of deleting anything out of history. History should be learnt from.
Exactly. If you delete it, then you forget.
Exactly.
In fact, a lot of times you just need to go back and study it to know how to move forward, either personally or as a nation.
I mean, if you look at Seattle and what they're doing is they're segregating everything now. So it's like a step back to 1920 for crying out loud.
Well, exactly. And if Biden gets elected, he's going to reduce police forces all over the country.
Oh, yeah, that'll be great. And
take
away
military.
And try to take away your guns at the same time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and they've been, if you look at the percentages that the crime has gone up in all the cities, it's incredible. Anywhere from 20 to 80%.
Wow.
Yeah. Chicago and New York are just horrible.
New York's crime is as bad as it was in the 80s. Isn't that what they said this morning?
Yeah, way before Giuliani.
There's gonna be a write-in for Giuliani to come back
and clean it up.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. Unreal.
Yeah, and they're arguing about schools, and I mean, if Biden has his way, everybody will learn at home. And how will parents provide for kids? I mean, there's something about those kids, you just don't leave them at home by themselves.
Right. Yeah.
And
there you go.
It's bad. Now, despite all the polls that say that Biden's going to kick Trump's butt, the Professor Helmut Norpoth at Stony Brook University, he is holding steadfast to the fact that he believes there's a 91% chance that Trump thumps Biden. I even like that. Trump thumps Biden.
Yes.
Trump thump. The Trump thump. There you go.
I'm still of the belief that if you get out of the East Coast, you get out of the New York, New Jersey area, you get out of the California, Washington, Oregon area, and the closer you move or the farther you get away, the more support you have for Trump. I refuse to believe that the Midwest, Southwest, Northwest, anything that's got a directional in it besides East and West is going to vote for Trump.
Yeah.
I just am truly.
Yeah, even the Southeast is going to vote for him.
Anything that's got, we used to call those, because our college was Southwest Missouri State for a long time. We used to say, you weren't really, they used to kid us that we weren't a real school because we had too directional all the names. Like your Northwest Missouri State or your Southwest Missouri State or.
Your last name? I don't even remember that. I remember it being Southwest Missouri State, but I kind of missed that name. So.
Well, I'm surprised.
Anyway.
I'm surprised that Helmut still has his job in today's cancel culture.
I am too, and he is staying steadfast, and apparently he has predicted the elections right for many presidential elections.
Oh.
Since before Reagan. So this guy comes with some clout.
Cool.
Okay, so we need to get Trump in office so we don't have this crazy leftist, socialist kind of, demonstration
right.
of government. It's good. But where the Republicans are maybe even in bigger trouble than the presidential office is in the Senate and Congress. They say we are almost sure to lose the Senate.
Whoa.
This would be a catastrophe. Either way, whether Trump gets elected or Biden gets elected. Either way, this is a catastrophe that cannot happen.
Yeah, nothing would get done. Nothing. Zero.
Oh, exactly. And what would get done would be
horrible.
Completely scary.
Yeah,
but they
exactly.
have put so much money into the Senate races around the country. You know, Nancy's pocketbook is pretty deep.
Right.
This is very scary.
Wow.
So make sure you get out there and vote. Our listeners tend to lean right. If you lean left, think about it, please. After 15-year hiatus, the DOJ will start federal executions.
Wow.
I mean, actually, I didn't know they had stopped. But I guess they had.
Well,
I mean,
wasn't it like
was a
state by
quiet
state?
thing.
Wasn't it kind of state by state?
Well, now states, this is different than the states. This is for federal. So, like if you broke a federal law like treason,
Okay.
But states still have the ability to call the shots on their particular state.
Yeah, in past they just called Hillary up and she suicided them.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, too bad we can't talk to Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, who knows what's going to happen with that. There continues to be this ideal that there are more bad cops than good cops. Now Ford's employees don't want to make cars for the police.
That's the funniest thing I've heard all day.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Now, luckily the CEO said, "Are you kidding me?"
Wow.
But you got to. I mean, I would be worried. I'd be worried about those cars coming off that line with that kind of attitude. I hope somebody inspects the hell out of them because the war on the cops is ridiculous right now.
Yeah. Wow.
This has just gone overboard.
Yeah, it has.
You know, there's first of all, the production of vehicles. There are things that can slip through the cracks if it's allowed to happen.
Right.
I have been the witness of that during times of strikes. We've gotten cars in with the wrong colored mirrors.
Oh my.
A door not the right color. Now this is in the past. I'm just saying that there are things that can happen, and you know that is just
not good.
Grow up.
Well, you know
if you
what?
want to do something, vote. That's why we vote.
Yeah, it's you know, some might think that's bad news, but it's good news for Chrysler and GM. Woohoo!
That's what I said. Exactly.
That's true. There goes our stock again. Hey.
Hey,
Yeah,
there you go.
Exactly. Okay. This is kind of crazy. More than 2/3 of the laid off employees are getting unemployment greater than their normal paycheck. Still. I mean, we are a few months into this and they still haven't figured out that they need to make that right or these people aren't going to want to go back to work.
Yeah, no kidding.
But the Democrats have held steadfast. There are rumors that they're trying to even extend this excessive unemployment. And believe me, I'm not against unemployment, but you shouldn't make more staying home than you make at your job.
Yeah, absolutely. Who in their right mind would do any work? I mean...
Yeah. And kids, you know, a lot of things are going on with children. I mean, their children are becoming afraid to socialize after being out of school and away from social situations. Missouri said today they will go to what is called hybrid school, meaning that there will be class instruction every other day. Why would you just go every day? I mean, Is the virus going to take a day off?
Plus,
I don't understand this.
what a child care nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, what are parents supposed to do?
What if you got a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old? Now you've got to get daycare for them 2 or 3 times a week.
Exactly.
That makes zero sense.
And then they're going to be exposed at the daycare.
Yeah. So plus in future, I guess students will graduate high school dumber than before.
Oh gosh.
And that's what that was said the other night on the news that we are going to really downgrade the education because kids don't care now. Okay, so you gave me the grade that I had at the end of last semester, last year. Okay, great. So what am I going to do in the fourth quarter? Nothing.
Well, they said 20% of the students across the United States are virtually missing because they never signed on.
Wow.
Now, that may mean they couldn't because they didn't have a computer or they just didn't want to, but 20% of the children are, for all, purposes, according to the school system, the children are missing.
Huh.
Now, when you think about that, that's scary. It is problematic. And what the hell are these kids doing?
Well, what are the parents of those kids doing?
Well, exactly. And if the parents are gone, what's going on? I mean, there's something about kids. You just don't leave them at home by themselves. In fact, 90% of teen pregnancies happen between 3 and 6 in the afternoon. Not at midnight, like your dad always said. Nothing good happens after midnight. Hell, nothing good happens between 3 and 6 in the afternoon.
Yeah, okay.
That's when teen pregnancies occur.
This hybrid school, dumb idea.
Exactly. Here's another good one that all of our listeners are going to be interested in. Shepard Smith, who walked away from Fox last October, has just signed with CNBC, the bottom of the barrel, yes. Has the least viewers of anybody. He is you gotta love this title, Chief General News Anchor.
Okay.
What kind of a BS is that?
No, that's where they hired him, and they're like, when he asked what his job title are, they all said, I don't know, make one up.
That's what I was going to say.
That's what they said around brainstorming and making that up.
Everybody got to throw one word into it.
Exactly.
So that's what they came up with.
Exactly. Well, everybody was excited when Slovenia erected a statue of Melania Trump, but they already hate her because they burned it down on July 4th.
Too much vodka.
I mean, we can't even find Slovenia, but it's somewhere out there, in that Russian Empire.
I'm real curious what that statue looked like before they burnt it, because maybe it was just like a horribly bad statue, and they're like, we need to burn it.
It was horribly bad.
Well, maybe hell, Trump might have paid to have it burnt down, so she could get a new.
It was creepy. She had on a blue suit.
Yeah, it was awful.
It was like they do in Asia. Those statues are.
It was
the Hillary pantsuit.
Yeah, Hillary and our North Korean buddy.
Well, maybe they were going to put a statue of Hillary there, and then when Trump won the election, they had to figure something out.
And they just changed the face.
Changed it to Melania. Yeah, because it did not look like Melania much. But
well, I don't think Melania is too heartbroken, though.
I don't think she is either. But I tell you what, people really did take, or I guess companies took advantage of the PPP, the payroll protection, and the some of the old rockers decided they'd get in on it.
Oh.
Eagles, Guns N' Roses, and Pearl Jam all got PPP money for their payroll protection.
Wow.
I didn't know they were doing that much work. I thought they were all sitting around taking in passive money.
Well, okay, I have a question about that. Did they pocket the money themselves, or is it for crew? Because those guys when they go from concert to concert, there's 5 semi-trucks loaded with equipment. So they travel with a large crews. So did they take the money for themselves, or did they take it for their crew?
Wouldn't we all like to know? I don't think they have to show.
Wow.
I think they have to show that it went for payroll, but it doesn't. I mean, I don't think there was any exclusivity that this could not be for owners of the corporations.
That gives you a new definition of the word roadie, doesn't it?
Yeah. There is, a fairly large number of roadies out there that right now they're not working.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're musicians, mind you, but
Yeah. The Hammer has a good friend that drives a bunch of rock bands around. He driving for last Santana.
He did Santana. He's done.
But he's surely not working because there's no concerts.
No, he can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, no summer festivals either, right?
Yeah, and so that's really. He told me. He called me a month or so ago and just was shooting the bull, and he said that he hadn't worked since February was their last. They pulled him off the road in February.
Yeah,
and he has some biggies set up for this. He draws all different kinds of, the big country ones. He's done Santana. But anyway, he said that they basically told them if they do anything, it might be toward the end of the year, but nothing during the summer. And they, all those big festivals, and those were sold out.
Sad.
It was a bad gig.
Yeah, I suspect that some won't return.
Yeah, ever. Yeah. I agree, but I'll tell you who's going to return eventually.
Hey, I got the scoop.
Okay.
And I'm sure everybody's heard this. Our new hero, the new face of the NFL, and the quarterback of the world champion and Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, signed a little contract. Yeah, he signed for a minimum of $477,000. Wow. For 10 years, up to as much as they estimate $512 million.
Yeah. Pretty good for a 26-year-old.
That's insane.
That is insane, but the old saying is nobody's worth it.
Except Patrick.
He is worth it. And there has not been one professional athlete come on that I have read, that I have seen, that said he's not worth it because of his character.
Yes.
We need a new face to take over the NFL because Brady's getting a little gray bearded. And we also, there's been lots of talk that it's great because he's a Midwesterner.
Yeah.
Getting the focus off the coast.
Cool.
Now, when you sign a contract like this, you would think there would be things written in it, of course, that Patrick can't do.
Yeah.
Like they told him last year, no more playing, street basketball, which he was doing.
Yeah.
Now they're saying he can't play baseball, he can't jet ski, of course he can't parachute jump. He can't. Basically, Patrick plays football. He can play football and maybe video games as long as his thumb on his right hand. He can make sure he doesn't sprain it. You can't endanger that thumb, that grip for football.
Yeah, you need someone to flush the toilet for you if you're making $500 million.
I'll be happy to flush the toilet for you.
Yeah, if he wants to hire me to be his butt boy, I'm in.
I think we would all do that for a price.
But anyway, I do want to say a big congratulations and in all sincerity, The kid deserves it. He is that type of character. The NFL couldn't have a better poster child than Patrick Mahomes.
Absolutely.
His parents, his father was a former professional baseball player.
And I wanted to adopt him. I'm kind of pissed that they're good parents.
They did a very good job of raising him, and his teammates and the people around the league had nothing but good to say to him. And so I'm going to give old Patrick a big thumbs up, and I'm happy for him. And God, I can't wait for football.
Yeah, you make me wait.
Yeah, I know, and I hope I don't have to wait past September.
Okay.
Well, since I know nothing about the NFL, I guess I'd just have to agree.
Yeah, and we don't always agree, but life's a journey. We're all in it together. Everybody stay safe out there. Godspeed, Connor. Godspeed to all of our listeners out there. Thanks for listening.
Godspeed, Grace and Hammer. Thanks for joining us once again. It's always a pleasure to have you aboard.
You bet, and as I say all the time, see you later.